Namaste. Hello again
Hello.
from Pyramid Yoga Center in Thailand, where we are teaching people how to empower themselves to fight off the virus with their own immune system rather than hiding under their bed trying to pretend or run away from the virus. The virus is not the problem. It's our ability to combat the virus, which has been kind of killed and suppressed by the fear, and this just doesn't work in the long term. This is the attitude of the World Health Organization, governed by pharmaceutical corporations. Most of us know that already. The idea of trying to control your health from an external source with drugs and chemicals and surgery, it's a failure. So let's all look at the realities of that, look at the statistics of how healthy are we becoming. All the diseases are on the rise. We're afraid of these invisible little viruses rather than realizing, hey, we have an immune system. Yoga picks up the immune system. And we know from psychological studies and from yoga that fear and worry suppress the immune system. It makes you feel incapable, and your immune system reacts by becoming incapable of dealing with things. Yoga picks up the immune system, re-empowers it, and our ability to fight all viruses and all diseases comes up simply through the act of breathing. And if you look at what's going on, everything from the SARS and these different viruses, they're flu viruses, all part of the same family. And they affect our ability to breathe. And so what's the alternative? If we learn how to breathe and we empower our breath, we change the situation. And if you're looking at someone who is in fear and worrying, and just look at them and see if they're breathing or not, you'll find people in fear hold their breath. Now, how have you seen this in all the work you've done with people and the psychological issues? When people are in fear, in worry, have you looked at how they breathe? Now you know a lot more about breathing, and you use it and you're applying it to your clients, etc., and see how it changes their situation. What's your perspective on fear? It's a very low vibration, as you've said to me before.
Yeah. My perspective about fear, and not just fear, life, human being, is our vibration. So fear is a kind of vibration. Actually, it's the lowest vibration we have. And fear, when you feed your fear, fear starts to have a kind of control about your life. For example, let's imagine when we feel fear. When we feel fear, you can feel like stuck. Frozen.
Frozen with fear.
Frozen with fear.
Term in English.
Yeah, when someone, I don't know, I'm walking in the jungle and I see a snake. If I feel fear, so we stop to breathe.
Stop breathing.
Stop breathing. We stop maybe to think and create possibilities to resolve the situation. And we start to feel like negative and maybe create negative thoughts as well. So you attract negative things. If you understand about the attraction law or things like this, you can understand more what I'm talking about. So now the world is feeling fear, like this kind of collective panic. So let's imagine if we are birds flying over the world. So here's the world, and you can see the world.
Here's the world.
It's
flying above here.
Yeah, and
still turning.
And if you look at the world, the world is feeling fear. How is the world? Maybe it's like this. Maybe we are like this right now. So for sure, we cannot see like good possibilities to transform the situation, to change the situation, or see beyond the situation the good things, like the benefits of the chaos. And we have difficult to go up our vibration, because
To raise our vibration.
to raise up, our vibration, because the fear has the control.
Okay, so go back to the fear suppressing the breath. We hold our breath. This suppresses our energetics. It lowers our oxygen level, increases our CO2 level, which is bad body chemistry to begin with. So the body goes into a state of stress. And your mind can't think properly because your brain cells don't have enough oxygen to think clearly. So fear is a real lockdown on the whole system. And it affects everyone, and the global fear, because it's spreading, everyone's affecting each other and everyone's talking about it. It's not helping things at all. What we really need to do is re-empower ourselves to overcome the fear. And this can be done simply by breathing. If everyone in the world starts breathing more deeply, the fear would subside, and the deeper breathing empowers the autoimmune system. The white blood cells have the extra oxygen they need to function, and they produce the interferons, the antibodies, the T cells, etc., everything that they already know how to do this. We have an amazing autoimmune system, and most people don't even know that it works, let alone how it works. Knowing more about it is a good idea, because then you feel more confidence. And this is part of the yoga training, learning how your body works and how things function, bringing in more oxygen in that other little thing we call prana in yoga, which is really free-floating electrons that are here out in nature. So bringing in more of this makes you feel more confident. And the flu viruses, including corona, they affect your breathing. They stop you from breathing. But what if you are consciously breathing? Like, there's no virus that's going to take my breath away. I've been breathing deeply for 50 years. So you can start breathing more deeply today, and it gives you this sense of, oh yeah, actually I can control my breath. Not some invisible little virus that can take it away. Realize this now. You can be in control of your own breath, and you are empowered by doing this. So I wanted to bring in one simple, practical technique of just the midsection breath, an ancient technique in pranayama yoga. It's called Nasarga Bhastrika, which is done with the midsection of expanding the ribs out and then forcefully pushing the air out. It's also a cleansing breath that eliminates anything from your lungs, mostly carbon dioxide, which is toxic. You can do this sitting in a chair. It would be considered a more advanced breathing technique, and you need to learn how to breathe with all three parts, but we can just take this one here and now today. Practice this and see how it makes you feel stronger, more empowered. If you haven't been breathing very deeply, you're going to find, whoa, you get a little bit woozy and dizzy by doing this. That's just the change of your blood chemistry into higher oxygen level. There's a brain reaction that shuts down circulation a little bit until the brain gets used to it. Don't worry about this. It's a gradual getting used to it. And then when your brain has more oxygen, it functions much better. These fears and worries and things just begin dissolving. So let's try this for just a few rounds of breath. Hands on your ribs. And you can use your hands to press in with your ribs, onto your ribs, to exhale the air. When you let go of the pressure, everything expands. You can feel the strength and the power. It develops strength, power, confidence, and your immune system reacts to that by developing the ability to produce antibodies, interferons, and all the other little chemicals, neuropeptides that are required to dissolve, destroy these viruses. Okay, that's it for now. Thanks for your psychological perspective. It's all about a growth in consciousness. We take advantage of this coronavirus to take power of ourselves, re-empower ourselves and our health, and not wait for government agencies and whatnot to help us out of it. We have the power to turn on our own immune system. So let's do it. Simple yogic deep breathing. Nasargabhastrika. Let's begin here. Okay. Namaste.
Namaste, see you.
Happy breathing.